Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Takes a lot to change a plan, yeah, it takes a lot to try. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Nobody talks to God these days. Nobody talks to God these days. I like to think He's looking down, yeah, laughing at our way. Nobody talks to God these days. Glad I can't go back to where I came from. Glad those days are gone and they're gone for good. If I could take spirits from my past and bring them here, bet I would, bet I would. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Some folks just believe in the things they've heard or what they've read. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. I can count about 4 or 5 times when I probably should have been dead. That's not something I consider myself to be bragging about, but rather that I just feel lucky to be here. You know, that I get this opportunity to, like, you know, have these great friends and family and wonderful wife and, you know, great kid, and about as much as you could hope for, right? When you get to walk close to the precipice, it opens up your eyes, kind of wakes you up to something. And the funny thing about it was, as tough as I like to think I am, I almost got taken out by a wasp sting. Yep. That's right. Wound up in the ER, went down the rabbit hole. I won't even go into the details of what followed after that sting. But yes, sirree. Lil Rev. I can see it in the small alternative weekly. You know, Lil Rev taken out by a wasp sting. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Some folks just believe in the things they've heard or what they've read. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. When I was a child, they tried to fool me, saying an earthly man is lost and a hell was real. But I seen hell and Reno, world, it's one big Catherine wheel, spinning still, spinning still. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Some folks just believe in the thing they've heard or what they've read. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Nobody talks to God these days. Nobody talks to God these days. Like to think He's looking down here laughing at our way. Nobody talks to God these days.